All right, and we're back. So, last episode, we ended off with the Head Shrinkers versus the Steiner brothers. Next up, we are here with Rocky Maivia. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. Versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka The Rock, versus Triple H. Now, this is amazing because this is probably like their first time ever fighting each other. This is like their first appearance, probably like their first few appearances in WWE, but back then it was WWF. Either way, let's go ahead and see what's gonna go on here. Let's go.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today.
Yeah.
Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had the huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock: 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down
One of the
with rock bottoms
biggest
and
eras.
people's elbows, while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself
Maivia.
challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would
Raw
become
Thursday.
the most electrifying career in
They used to
sports
do the shows on
entertainment.
Thursdays instead of Mondays. That sounds weird.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE
Oh, he had little curly hair.
Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific.
All right. We don't need it.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter.
This is wild that he would come out to this song.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing
Looking at the champion, I guarantee there is no doubt in their mind as to who is leaving this match with the title around their waist.
Man, we're taking that title. Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship.
The Intercontinental title
Bam.
hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight
shit.
and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
But Hunter Hearst Helmsley will do everything in his considerable power to stop that from happening. And as far as Helmsley is concerned, Maivia is barely even worth his time.
What the hell happened?
And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize,
I
and
missed
win.
that. There
If
you
Rocky
go.
Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley
There he
collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bolt.
Cobra clutch cinched in.
Torturing their opponent. He's in excruciating pain.
In trouble here?
Oh no.
A couple of elbows to the jaw, and that'll break
How am I
things up.
supposed to do the combos right now when you
Big-time
made me
clothesline.
do
Good
a
grief.
submission?
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this
running out
match,
of
though,
time.
Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
No, no.
Maivia gets stonewalled.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage.
No.
Bloodline hit.
No, we're not doing that. We're restarting that. I'm gonna cut to that part.
The
Mark.
Intercontinental title brings solid damage, but needs to
We're
remember
back
to get
at
Helmsley in
these
the ring.
combos.
The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
There we go. We got one.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold
There we
strategy
go.
that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching
I
peak
missed the timing on
frustration.
that.
Can't quite put
Oh.
Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all.
Oh, no.
Stiff punch. These two going strike for strike, it seems.
Oh, no. I missed.
Slugging away with everything they've got.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Who will break first? That is the question.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what.
Each exchange. Listen to this crowd driving these competitors to leave everything
Ending this test of wills with a big exclamation point. And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley has been trying to frustrate Rocky. He's trying to say, hey, young fella, we're going to do things at my pace, not yours.
Rocky, the 6'5", around 270-pound stud.
Sky high.
Oh,
My. Smothering offense now from Rocky.
The power of Rocky Maivia is too much.
Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in?
oh my God.
Oh, this is going to forces the break by getting to the ropes.
Good way of using the rule book in your favor.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too.
Yeah.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle with a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Damn, he just slaps him.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
Damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger.
Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
All right. Sorry about that. My sister had just gotten home and the dogs were barking and I was panicking. So I kind of muted the game, muted myself, unmuted the game. It was a bit much, but what a way to win the match. Wow. All right. What's our next match? Let's go ahead here.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline, if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anawa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
That dude's fucking crazy. Why would he eat the ring?
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
He literally looks like he would be like an ape.
And is a steel cage match. Introducing first.
Oh, he looks like a unit, but he looks all plasticky. At least it was like George.
The Animal Steele in a steel cage match.
He looks like
a
a person.
These two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the Animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname
Oh my
of the
God.
High Chief?
Well, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body. Just a nasty headbutt.
The High Chief just refusing to be intimidated.
The Animal has no idea.
Double leg
What
takedown,
the hell?
got the shoulders down.
Countered into a new cover. And he gets the shoulder up.
Trying to get this over with pronto.
Bam.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
Well,
make
George
your
has
head
certainly
bleed.
seen better days.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the
Oh,
word, Corey.
no.
High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Ow.
George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match fight, and they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Ooh.
Man.
Just teeing off with that fight forever.
You decided to do this way too early, bro. Oh shit, I missed that one.
The unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if
Bam.
Maivia has an answer for the animal.
Bam.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the...
No more holding back. Going all out now. Oh my.
Yeah, nah.
Rock you.
Oh.
God, Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. Big
Oh shoot, I was not expecting him
When a man like
Like,
Peter Maivia
prop
signs
up
up
like
for a
that.
match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect
Oh no 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 no
anything
no no
in
no
the
no
world.
no no no
Peter
no
Maivia
no.
knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble
No,
finding
no,
opponents
no, no.
due to his erratic
Get over here.
nature.
But when it comes to competition,
Oh, no.
the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no
Where are you
matter the
going?
difficulty.
It's not over yet. It took all he had to get up there, guys. He might be
Yeah,
gassed.
get down.
This brawl will continue on inside the cage. Jarring European uppercut.
Peter Maivia, very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
Oh,
And it
come
certainly
on,
will,
he
Michael.
reversed it.
In fact, the High Chief has major acting and starring credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again
How much
sometime.
damage do I have to
Before
like
any of
do
that
to
happens,
this
the High
guy?
Chief needs to survive.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Got this one
No
locked in
no no
extra
no no
tight.
no
This might be it.
no.
Where are they going to able to punch his way out? A heavy double axe handle.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Right across the knee. Heel hook locked in. This is painful.
All right.
George the Animal Steel is
Yeah,
not
tell
a
him get
wrestler
up.
by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
Here we go again.
Backbreaker
Oh.
flawlessly executed.
No way Steele's coming back from that.
With authority.
Maivia has Steele in his sights,
Hey.
looking to put the animal
No,
down.
no, no, no,
Target's
no,
been
no.
acquired once more.
Yeah.
Talk about dismantling your opponent. Does
Oh, okay, I
Peter
did it right.
Maivia have this sewn up?
He's signaling for the door.
Hey, go for the easy win. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Go for the easy win. That shows like how easy it was to get out.
Oh, look at this.
He could escape right here. He could taste victory.
No,
But has to
no,
shake
no,
off his
no.
opponent first.
I'm getting out, bro. I am getting out. You are not keeping me in here. I am getting out.
Back and forth, these two go near the
Uh.
exit. Only going to take one misstep to end things.
There it
Bam.
is. He's in. And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Let's go.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory.
All right. What's our next match here? I had nothing to say for that one because I didn't know much
She's also
of
not
both.
like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning. A force of nature that blitzes right through her competition.
Yeah, no, she's a unit.
A cousin of The Rock. Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
Okay.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Introducing first,
whoa, this is
from
cool.
San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crowd.
All right, let's just skip this through.
And there will be a court. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
What is she
Lyra
trying to do?
rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
Well, I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is,
Oh.
applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home, set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Nice scoop slam.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown?
Well, we already know who's going to take home the crown. It's going to be Nia. Damn it, I didn't want to throw you to the ropes.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Well, if you're Lyra Valkyria, what do you do to pull off a massive upset tonight?
Well, Lyra's a technical wizard, Cole. In fact, from a technique perspective, she may actually have Nia Jax outgunned. And beyond relying on her technique, if I'm Lyra, I'm going to try to frustrate Nia. I don't know how possible that is, but if you frustrate Nia, she may make a crucial mistake.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh.
No. Good night, Annihilator.
That's crazy.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax and officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
That's cool. But we are hitting that time where we do have to end the video right here. Next video we could look forward to Rikishi versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, October 22, 2000. I still wasn't even born yet. One more year and I would have been born. I was born in 2001. So, yeah. Or literally, what is it, October? Like 3 more months and I would have been born, actually. Like exactly 3 more months. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. My name's been Death or Grim, and I hope you guys did enjoy that video again. We will see you guys in the next WWE 2K25, the Bloodline Dynasty Showcase. Bye-bye.